Okay, thumbs up. And is asking, meet new acquaintance who are nice but didn't give good vibes. Shall I avoid? Yes, go for the vibes. Remember, it's not about the superficial, the surface kind of information. It's go behind the scene, grab those vibes. It is the feeling and emotion. So if it doesn't give you a very good vibes, then yeah, you can consider avoiding them. Don't have to seriously avoid, just keep a distance lah. 敬而远之啊. All right, so thumbs up. Okay, so we shall resume the class. All right, so welcome back. We'll resume with the class starting with module 6, belief, and this is also the last module for today. Now, belief is simply a feeling of certainty about what something means. Okay, what something means. So, example, it could be a belief about activities. So, for example, on the first day of Chinese New Year, it is believed that that sweeping the floor is considered bad luck. While others believe it doesn't matter. So, what do you think? What is your belief? On the first day of Chinese New Year, is it okay to sweep the floor? Share your belief. Right? There are other kind of beliefs. Some could be belief about people, about yourself. So, for example, you may believe that I'm not loved, or I'm not deserving. Right? So these thoughts feel true to you because you have attached meaning to them over time. Right? So you see, these thoughts, you have attached meaning, and meaning usually comes along with feeling and emotion. So I mentioned this and mentioned this many times, is that it is that feeling and emotion that will help you manifest. It will help you attract. So Alan said, my belief is to listen to certain tradition, but not attached to it. Thank you very much. Okay, so you see, Alan has his own set of belief, and for now, it is to believe listen to certain tradition, but not attached to it. Means don't be over superstition lah. Oh, so thank you. If say no yes or no answer, if feels good, just do it. Otherwise, don't go ahead. Thank you. So if belief is that there's no yes, no not no right, no wrong lah. Oh, as long as it feels good, just do it lor. If you don't feels good, then don't go ahead lor. So this is her belief. So Anne say, I will also follow. Okay, follow. So this is Anne's beliefs, right? So like I say, these beliefs or these thoughts will feel true to you. So here's the key. What you believe is true for you. What someone else doesn't believe is also true for them. So let's take running a business as an example. One person may believe that it is possible for him to run a business. It's easy. And while another person believe it is impossible. He's not cut out to run business. So what's the difference? The difference here is that beliefs shape reality. In fact, both are correct. Both are right. Both beliefs are correct, but only correct for themselves. Right? But there is only correct for themselves. So reality, in fact, this word about reality is not universal. Do you get that? Reality. When people say face up to reality, I can tell you reality is not universal. Your reality is different from my reality. My reality is different from his reality or her reality. So everyone's reality is different. There's no such thing as universal reality. So I won't ask people to say, wake up, face the reality. No, because what he's facing is his reality. It's just that I don't get to see it only. but that doesn't mean it is wrong. All right. So it is right for him or her. So reality is actually very personal. Very personal. Now, why am I talking about belief? Because this is very important. To talk about this, I need to talk about our minds, two superpowers. So the first one is called conscious mind. I think this one everybody knows, conscious mind. And the other part is called subconscious mind. Now, conscious mind only take up 10%, only do 10% of the work, right? Only take up 10%. And conscious mind is the part of you that thinks, analyzes, and make decisions. Now, the subconscious mind take up 90% or 90% of the work. That means do 90% of the work. Okay, so this is the engine. Subconscious mind is the engine that's running the programs of your beliefs. That's why I need to talk about this conscious mind, subconscious mind, and especially so for the subconscious mind, because this is the displayer that's going to play all the programs of your beliefs. Why? Why is it so special that we need to talk about this subconscious mind? Is because it is running automatically behind the scene. Conscious mind is something that you are aware of because you need to think, you need to analyze, you need to make decision, you use a conscious mind. But those other things that you don't need to think, don't need to analyze, don't need to make decision one, the subconscious mind will automatically take over. Name some examples of body function that your subconscious mind is taking charge of. Type in the chat box. Name some of the body function that is critical, that your subconscious is taking charge of. That's running the program for you without you knowing, without you telling the subconscious mind, okay, now do this, now do that. Can anybody name some body function? I'll give you an example. Simple example. All right. Breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. You don't need to tell, your subconscious mind now, okay, now breathe in. Okay, now breathe out. No need. It goes automatically. Thank you, Alan. Digestion. So all these function that don't need to think, don't need to analyze, don't need to make decision one, right? Your subconscious will take over. When you have food inside, it will automatically digest for you. When there are foreign particle inside your body system, your body will sneeze it out for you automatically without you telling, okay, now I sense that there's a foreign particle. Please do the sneezing. No need. So these are the automatic, the engine that's running automatically that will run all the programs of your belief. Okay, so this is what we want to look at. Right, so I think I mentioned this already. Your subconscious take up about 90 to 95% of your brain power. Actually, in fact, do a lot of things without you knowing, without you needing to intervene. It handles everything your body needs to function properly, from eating to breathing to digesting to making memories, etc., etc., etc. So therefore, this is the powerhouse. Many people think the conscious mind is a powerhouse. Wrong. It's only 10%. Okay, it's only 10%. All right. So this powerhouse will host all the programs that control. This is very powerful and very scary also, because if this program goes wrong, if you install the wrong program, it's going to affect you in very hard way. Because why? All these programs that will control the way you think, the way you believe, the way you feel, the way you act, the way you react, and pretty much everything else that forms part of who you are. So this is very powerful. So your belief is actually equal to your programs. All right. And these programs put together, they create your reality. Like I say, reality is personal. That's why I won't ask people to say, hey, face reality. No, no, no. Or whatever they are facing is already their reality already. Okay. And what if all your programs are full of limiting beliefs? For example, limiting beliefs around money, that I don't deserve money, that wealth and rich can only happen to small group of people, and the small group of people I'm not included. That kind of belief, limiting belief. Or fear of success, right? Or fear of failure. A lot of people fear of failure. A lot of people also fear of criticism. That what if they run their own business and they fail, and then people start to criticize them or laugh at them, and they feel embarrassed, or imposter syndrome. I see more and more people suffering from imposter syndrome. This is not a very good thing, not a very good sign, okay? Because this hinders your growth and development. And then there are some other limiting beliefs. Say I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I'm too inexperienced, etc. What you have, I don't know. Okay, or I'm not good, I'm not deserving, I'm not successful, etc., etc. Or I'm not enough. Or over worry, something will go wrong. Now, what happens if you have this kind of self-limiting belief? It is like this picture here in the slides, where you know is acting like invisible chains, stopping you from stepping into your potential. Like this elephant tied to just a chair, a very flimsy chair. The elephant could have easily escaped, but he didn't escape. Why? Because his limiting belief is that it was changed. Doesn't matter chain to a chair or a metal or cage or whatever. It was chained, and therefore he couldn't escape. So this is self-imposed limiting belief. Now let's do a fun test. Okay, fun test to see what universe is trying to tell you today about your top limiting beliefs. For those who have attended my Find My Intention workshop last week, you have done this before. So why don't you try it again? For those who have attended, tried before, why don't try again and see whether anything has shifted over the week? Okay. So what I want you to do is take out your handphone. Take out your handphone now. Turn on your camera. Not selfie side, but the normal camera mode. Okay, not selfie. And I will flash the next slides. And what I want you to do is when I flash the next slides, I want you to take a snapshot. Just take a snapshot. Okay, one will do. If you want to do more, fine, but take the first snapshot and see what the universe is trying to tell you. Are you all ready? Type yes in the chat box if you are ready. Then I'll flash the next slides. This is just a fun test, fun test. Are you all ready? Type yes. Okay, and thank you. Okay, here you go. Take a quick snapshot and see what message the universe is sending you. If you want, share in the chat box. Once you are done, type a done in the chat box. Okay, once you're done, type a done in the chat box. Then I know that I can move on. That you're done with the snapshot. Oh, and say money is evil. Oops. Eve said done. Okay, so if you like to share what's the message from universe, feel free to share in the chat box. The rest all done. Everything is expensive. Is that true for you, Eve? That's your reality. Ellen say money is limited but not enough for everyone. Okay. All right. So it's money, money, money. Okay, I'll move on. Now, this is the message from universe to you, for you, not for everyone else, but for you alone. So it's telling you this could be your one of the limiting belief that you should focus on for now. Release it, right? How to release later on? We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this. Okay, but for now, just take note of this universe message. Now the thing is, ask yourself this. What limiting beliefs beside these are holding you back? What are those things that you're tolerating that you shouldn't? And then what can you completely let go of? See, the thing here is If your subconscious mind, your subconscious financial blueprint is not set for success, nothing that you learn, know, or do will make any difference. So if you keep holding on to money is evil, everything is expensive, money is limited but not enough for everyone, then no matter what you learn, know, or do, it's going to make a very little impact on your money status. You get that? It's a bit sad to tell you all this, but then this is how the process works. This is how the system works. So therefore, again, we don't focus on money is evil, everything is expensive, money is limited and not enough for everyone. But instead, we should flip it and focus on what is positive. I've shown you ways that you can easily flip so you can do it on your own. But today, in this lesson, in this module, I'm going to bring you even deeper, to talk about your belief and how to reprogram your belief. To do that, I need to talk about your brain. Okay, I need to talk about your brain again. So if say, Master, nothing is free, just do what you can. Yes, nothing is free. But the only thing here is that your connection with the universe is free. You don't actually have to take out, $10, $20, or whatever bill that the universe send you. Universe never send you any bill. Okay. So yeah. So the good thing that your connection with universe is free. But it's true, nothing is free. Nothing in this physical world is free. Okay, now back to this. A little known truth about your brain. So I have to introduce you now the RAS. Remember yesterday and even earlier today, over few occasions I mentioned the word RAS. Basically means the reticular activating system. What it means here is that RAS is a brain filter. Inside our brain, there are many brain filters. So among the brain filter, there's one very important. In fact, there are two very important brain filters that I always subscribe to. Is the two. One is the amygdala. The other one is this reticular activating system. Now, where is this situated inside our brain? You don't have to know, but if you are interested, can you see here this little red dot here? Somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. This is where the reticular activating system resides. It is one of the brain filter, and it's also serving as a function of information sentry. Like guardhouse, doesn't allow anyone to just step into the property. It will do a sanity check first, screen first before allowing anyone to get in. So same thing with RAS. It serves as that sentry, but sentry against what? Sentry against information. So RAS is your brain information gatekeeper. And what it does, okay, it decides what's important. It decides what gets your attention. It decides what to ignore. Same like the guardhouse, right? It decides whether it is important for you to get in or not. Or it decides whether you need to call up the boss, big boss, to say that, hey, this person is here now. Can I let him in or out? That kind of thing. Or what to ignore. If let's say the guardhouse has decided that you have no business entering this property, the guard will ask you to go back. What to ignore. Okay, so basically this is RAS function and the only function. Now, so just to do a quick exercise to test out your RAS, to let you feel what your RAS do to you. All right, so just do a quick exercise. Just follow me. So right now, I want you to think about your left toe. Nothing else but your left toe. Right? You notice, just try to have some awareness about your left toe, and then notice anything about the left toe. If you're wearing a socks, maybe feel the texture of your socks. Or if you're not wearing anything but your feet is on the floor, then feel the coldness of the floor. Or maybe suddenly you felt that there's some itchiness on your feet. Now, type something in the chat box of with regard to what came to your awareness when I ask you to think about your left toe. Type something in the chat box. Or maybe suddenly you feel your left toe getting heavier. That could be. It's your awareness, yeah? Okay, if say one of my toe is moving, good. And say feel energy. Any more? Can you feel the coolness of the floor? Can you feel there's a little twitch or itch? All right, so why am I asking you to do this? Is to show you how your RAS is working. Okay, so a moment ago, before I asked you to think about your left toe, you probably won't be aware of, for example, if that one of the toe is moving, or perhaps for N that you can feel the energy around your toe there. Right? You weren't aware of all these things, right? So, but although you are not aware a moment ago, but your RAS always knew what was happening with your toe, but it didn't bother bringing it to your attention because it didn't think it was important. That is the role of RAS. Because your focus wasn't there in the first place, so RAS thought it wasn't important because your focus was somewhere else. Maybe on this lesson, listening to me, or focus on what I'm saying. So therefore, to the RAS, it seems that your toe or whatever happened to your toe is not important to you. So therefore, it didn't bother bringing it up to your attention. Okay, so your RAS doesn't judge or doesn't judge. It's impartial. It's just looking at you and say that, oh, okay, your focus is somewhere else. It's on this slides or on this workshop, and therefore, only things that is pertaining to what I say or what's on the slides, I will bring it to your attention. The rest I will ignore. Okay, you only focus what you tell it to focus on. So remember yesterday we talked about intention and then we talk about focus and the clarity. So all these things put together is actually trying to train your RAS. So if you keep doing the right thing for the manifestation, the 10 proofs will show up one by one. And then if it's important enough for you, the RAS will straight away identify. That's like those examples that I show you, like one of my client taking the train and asking some question, and then he saw the message talking to him, right? And then another client talking about the headhunter offering a very lucrative job, but then along the way he keeps seeing signs say do not enter, do not enter, do not enter. He was able to they were able to see the messages, those pop-ups, is because their RAS has been turned on to capture those pop-ups. So if you can't see pop-ups, that's maybe because your RAS has not been trained yet, right? So the one easy way to train your RAS is to train your focus. What you focus on, RAS will know that it is important for you. Okay, so this RS, let me repeat again. This RS serve like an information sentry. Is you will always be asking, is this something that's important to my boss? The boss means you lah. Or it just do this every single time. Or why do we need to have sentry? Anybody thought about that? Why do we need to have this sentry? Why can't every information comes through your brain? Comes to your attention. Anybody thought about that before? Oh, okay. Now, people with limiting beliefs around money, around success, or happiness rarely notice new opportunities. Why? Because their focus is on issue about money, issue about success, issue about happiness. So when new opportunities, new good opportunities show up, right, your RAS will say that this is not important because my boss is not focusing on good things. My boss is only focusing on issue with money, issue with success, issue with happiness. So therefore, this notice I will not bring it to their attention. Oh, that's very sad, right? That's very sad, right? So therefore, emotion and feeling is very important. Not only the thoughts, because the thought itself, yes, it helps with your manifestation, but it is the thought plus the feeling and emotion that will really, really attract what you want. Next. And if you have self-limiting belief, probably you will never have any new money making ideas also. Or even if you do, you will discount them, saying that nope, this is risky, very risky, or I'm not good enough, or money will only happen to those who deserve it, and I'm not one of them. You know, that kind of limiting beliefs. And then RAS, because you focus on the negative things, right? So RAS will keep looking out for things that it feels is important to you. So if you focus on negative things, negative thoughts, and when you find some events or some people that is negative enough, just like you, and it feels that important to you, it will bring it to your attention. And because it bring it to your attention, right, it's reinforcing what is already limiting you. It's as though it's telling you, see, I told you, right, I'm not good enough. That's why my boss called me today. Or you see, I told you I'm not likable. That's why I have very lousy colleagues to work with, very difficult colleagues to work with. You know, that kind of thing is also helping to reinforce what's already limiting you. So it's compounding. Now imagine for the past 40, 50 years, you have been compounding all this effect on you. And today, just because of one lesson, you want to release all this compounding effect, I think it's a bit tough, right? So you need runway, that's airplane runway, to every day consistently, without fail and habit, to go and release until you can totally flip yourself over. So this is important. Daily routine kind of things is very important. So those with self-limiting belief, you know, the RAS also will also never allow themselves to notice new opportunity that are there all along. Or that's the keyword, that are there all along. Why? Because even it show up right in front of you, the RSA is not important. Don't bring it to my boss' attention. Yesterday, I mentioned about, you know, when you're on the street, you know, example of, I'm not sure how many of you have encountered this kind of situation before. When you're on the street, you're walking in front, and then someone is walking towards you. And then suddenly the guy tap you and say that, hey, I'm right in front of you, you didn't see me. You know, yeah, you didn't really see that person and it's your friend. Why is that so? Is because your focus is on other thing. Then your RS say that, no, since your focus is on other thing, then this person that shows up in front of you, not important. Don't bring to my boss attention. So therefore, see yet not see. This is my favorite phrase. See yet not see. Okay, and on other occasion, let's say for example, yesterday I also mentioned about the thing about buying cars. You say you want to buy a Tesla white car, all of a sudden you have interest in Tesla white car, and the urge become very strong. Then suddenly you start to see a lot of Tesla white car on the road. This is your RAS turn on, because you have been thinking about Tesla white car, and your RAS know that this is important to you because you keep focusing on that. Therefore, whenever you know your eyes see a Tesla white car on the road, you will capture that and bring it to your attention. So RAS can be your friend. It can be your blockers as well. So we need to know how to program the RAS to stand on your side, to say, hey, bring me all the good stuff, man. All right. So all the negative things I consider a bad stuff. No, I'm not focusing on that. So only bring me good stuff. You get that? Okay. So if you reprogram your RAS with empowering beliefs, it will help you to spot new opportunities, help you to attract resources and ideas, and open new doors you didn't even realize were there. No, I will remember on one occasion, many years back when I still run a class, physical class, teaching. After one of the class, I was walking to the MRT, and then another student was also walking to the MRT, and then we walked together. We were walking side by side, and then we were chit chatting along the way. And then as we were walking, I spotted a $10 bill on the floor, just right in front of us. In fact, was on that student's path, not my path, but on the student's path. So I thought my student could have already spotted it, and I was expecting her to pick it up. But who knows? As we walk, and then we walk past the $10 notes, and we just walk past like that. I realized, how come this student never bent down and picked up the $10 note? So I stopped where we were, and I turned around and I asked my student, "Didn't you see the $10 note?" He said, "What $10 note?" I said, "Look behind you." All right. Then she turned around and said, "Oh yeah, I didn't." I said, "This $10 note was right in front of you in your path. You didn't see that." Okay, so you must work on your RAS, I told her. So this is what happened. That abundance has been there all along. $10 note is still money, it's still abundance. Okay, has been there all along. But this student, because the RAS wasn't turned on, didn't spot the abundance. So this is just a simple example, but it could relate to many other things in life, bigger things in life. This is what I mean. So we want to make RAS our supporters. That take note of that. So whatever you focus on consciously, repeatedly, consistently, your RAS will seek more automatically, because this is like your subconscious mind doing 95% of the job. So we want things to be automatic. We don't want to keep on reminding the mind, say, hey, spot for me, spot this for me, spot that for me. No. We want to make it automatic. So how to do it automatic? Work with the RAS. That means work with your subconscious mind. Okay, so RAS, or like the gut, at the gut house, the gut will be given a lot of time, will be given a lot of SOP and guidelines, right, on how to work. So who give the SOP and the guidelines for your RAS? Type in the chat box, who do you think gives the RAS the SOP and the guidelines? Your best guess. Who do you think gives your RAS the SOP and the guidelines? If said the brain, which part of the brain, or which program? Which program? Because it's automatic, automatic means it's a program, right? A program that RAS will depend on, that will run automatically. So good try if it's the brain, but which program in the brain that will tell? Okay, and say subconscious mind, very close already, subconscious mind. But inside subconscious mind, like I say, subconscious mind is actually running all the programs. So which particular program RAS rely on to do its job? Tips. It is the title of this module. No brainer. Now I give you the answer already. It's the title of this module. That's why I'm focusing. I created one module to talk about this. It's called beliefs. Yeah, beliefs. So belief is a program. Like I say just now, I think when I talk about first day of New Year, can you sweep the floor or not? What is the program telling you? The program is telling you, can if you want to do, you do. If you want to do, you want to do. Or some say, no, cannot. It's a taboo. Cannot. Die also cannot do. Program. Okay, so RAS will always check back against the belief, your belief, not anyone else belief, but your belief, to say that, can I do this? Can I do that? Is this okay? Is this what you focus on? Is this what good, or is this no good? Okay, so worst thing is your program is full of self-limiting belief, then finish. Right. So if you worry about something, your RAS will find the worries for you. This is the concern. Your RAS will magnify those worries and bring more problems to your attention. Have you seen? In Chinese there is this phrase called I can't remember what's the phrase. 一波未平，一波又来. That kind of thing that keep on coming in waves. That kind of things because your RAS start to go and attract, ma. But if you focus on abundance, your RAS will notice opportunity, ideas, and connections that align with that. So your RAS is like a search engine. You type in, if you type in opportunities in the search engine, right, it will find for you. If you type in problems, right, well, you get the problems lah. So based on the programs that you set for the RAS, so the program will serve as a guideline and SOP for the RAS to work on. Right? So this is what I said already. So it will help you when you program your RS correctly for success or money or wealth or whatever, you automatically notice or attract new opportunities, new ideas, new resources, new people, new insights, new ways of taking action into your awareness, to your attention, without effort, without struggle. Automatically, because 95% subconscious mind will do things automatically, right? Without effort, without struggle. That's why I say manifestation can be fun in a way that, hey, how come everything just fall in place like that? And then sometimes it brings something even better to you. Oh, that's fun. With a tinge of gratitude. Okay, so all these things is, some people may call it intuition. Intuition, right? Intuition. So when you receive intuition, you just have to act on it. Okay. So your job right now in this module is to train your subconscious to adopt the intention you set. So make your belief embed, or make your intention embedded into the beliefs, and then train your subconscious or train your RAS to say, now this is the new SOP, this is the new guidelines to follow. Right? So our beliefs becomes a self-fulfilling reality. You see, I say reality is personal, right? So if you want to change your personal reality to become better, to become more positive, then you should work on your beliefs, because ultimately all these things will become a self-fulfilling reality. Okay, so shift your belief at the subconscious level. Now, this is the cheat code. Why? Based on experience, beliefs are malleable. Now, what is malleable means it can be here. Okay, malleable. It can be, wait, let me, I'm not done with this. Means it can be changed. It can be shaped. It can be conditioned. This is what it means by malleable. Okay, it can be conditioned. So all you need to do is to rewrite your belief. And belief can be rewritten or reprogrammed in 3 easy steps. Now, what are 3 easy steps? It's here. Step 1, identify. What are your beliefs? And among those, what are those limiting beliefs? Number 2 is release those limiting beliefs from your subconscious. And once done, you free up the hard disk space, right? Then you go on to the step 3 is to install new empowering beliefs. That's 3 steps. Right?